David with C Davis Systems here to show the latest production version of the UNI-CRN, our universal wire termination machine. You can see the form factor has shrunk. We are using a smaller integrated PC touchscreen. It's no longer on an armature. We have dust covers for them now to protect the camera system and to keep junk from getting into the bowl. As per normal, that's a Daniels AFM8 tool on here. We can also have a head that works with the AF8 and the Deutsch tool, the HDT4800. This machine has been fitted with funnels to process these two parts. This is the 58360 and the 56348. This is a very popular part in aerospace harnessing. It's used in a lot of MILSPEC applications as well. And because they have the same wire barrel, they can share the same set of funnels. These are the same funnels that we use on our integrated machines, so it can be fed by a blind robot. It makes the operators work very easy because the funnels guide the wire right into the contact's wire barrel. This is the standard contact stopper, which is fitted with a universal machine to allow it to run most anything that would be processed in that tool, whereas the funnels are part specific. They only work for one wire barrel. So I'm going to start the machine running. It is currently loaded up with 58360s. So if I hit start run, a part will be fed up, and not the world's fastest wire processor, but the machine runs much faster than even the good ones. Okay, so I'm going to tell the machine to stop after the next part. So I'll do one more so it's cleared. And you notice it hasn't loaded another one. That's 7 wire terminations. This is just some random wire that we had around the shop. It's the correct gauge, but you can see the strip length is too long. But each one of these is a perfect aerospace MILSPEC crimp done with an AFM8 tool. Now, to change the parts out, I'm going to remove the dust cover. And I'm going to, using this little vacuum cleaner, get all the parts out of the bowl here. I didn't have very many loaded, so this process should be very fast. Alright, that's all the parts. Now I'm going to put in the 58360s. Excuse me, the 56348s. We're going to put some sockets in here. I have to do a couple of small things to change out. First off, I need to switch programs. So I'm going to pull down the 56348 program, and it's going to tell me that I also need to make some mechanical adjustments, which I'm going to do in a second. It's also going to reboot the camera software, which is kind of running in the background to show you a live image. So, reboot the camera software. The change-out is very simple. The air gate here needs to go to a further position out because the contact is longer, and the air gate is what keeps the parts from chaining and jamming the shuttle. And the other thing I need to do is change out the parts tube here. This comes out on quick connects. The 58360 is so much smaller that it flies better and faster through a smaller tube. So for optimal processing of these parts, we switch the tube here, just on the parts tube going to the crimp head. And that is all the change-out that you need to do for these parts. So I'm going to hit run, and what's going to happen is, it looks like I missed a 58360 in there. So let's get that out. Oh. Actually, I didn't. That is in fact the first of the 56348s. The bowl is still spooling up, so it took a second to load the second part because the parts had to travel up the track. But now that the new parts are in, the processing is exactly the same as it was before. As you can see, the changeout is very easy. And once you're running, the operation is exactly the same as any other benchtop machine. You put in the stripped wire and you remove a terminated wire. So that's running the 58360 and the 56348. You can see that the changeout, even with me fumbling a little bit, took less than a minute. And with the wire guide funnels, this is every bit as fast as a purpose-built machine that runs only a single part. And in addition to running both of these parts, without very much changeout at all, this setup can run just about any part that is approximately 22 gauge and that would be processed by the AFM8 tool. For a wider variety of parts, you would switch back to the contact stopper, which just bolts on with 3 bolts to the same housing that the funnels go onto. So that's the new form factor for the UNI-CRN. We do recommend that when the operators are running the machine after changeout's been done, that you put the protective cover back on because that does protect the machine and keep junk out of the bowl.